Heyo everybody, Haku here with my Demi-chan wa Kataritai, our interviews with Monster Girls episode 7 review. So yeah, let's talk about this one. Time for the weekly dose of Hikari. Oh, best girl. So pretty much very beginning, better call Betsy DeVos because there's a bear in the school. At least that's what we hear from Hikari. And then we get the opening, and the opening's actually been updated, and the scene has been changed. The part with Kusakabe Yuki in the scene, and I like the changes they made. I thought that it was really cute. I really like the opening. So then we have a kid crying in the hall, and the kid's name is Kuts. Man, it's hard to say with that accent. But yeah, he got separated from the person he came here with, and then Sakie with him is so funny, where she's like, should I maybe use my succubus powers to get him to talk? He grabs her hand, and he isn't affected, so a couple of things that first popped into my head as soon as I saw the scene. Maybe he's too young to be affected. He hasn't hit puberty yet or something. Or maybe he's a demi himself. Or the first thing when they were like, oh, a big hairy person, I was like, what if the big hairy bear person was him? He's a werewolf or something. But no, then we have, what was it? Oh yeah, the dude comes around the corner, Kurtz kicks his ass, and I was like, what is this scene? The animation was very, very nice as well. We find out the guy's name is Ugaki. He is a police detective that Sakie knows, and apparently Kurtz works for him. And it's obvious at that point that they do know something more about demis, and we find out that they deal with troublesome succubi, whatever that means. So then getting the discussion between Ugaki and Sakie, which was an amazing scene. Sakie says that he has been more of a father to her than her real father, and just those two joking around and everything, that was such a cute and beautiful scene. Ugaki also mentions that people who are homosexual aren't affected by succubi even though they're men, so that made me think, okay, maybe Kurtz is gay. Or I saw in the comments even that people were saying maybe he's a reverse trap, maybe he's maybe he's transgendered female to male, or yeah, so maybe he's actually biologically a girl and that's why it doesn't work. So yeah, there are a lot of options here. I'm thinking maybe he's a demi. That's my personal guess. But either way, he being Ugaki, tells Sakie that Takahashi has to feel feelings like from her aphrodisiac effect. He just cares about her, so he's hiding those feelings from her. And poor cute Sakie with her freak out, so adorable. And yeah, makes the ship grow even stronger. I am completely okay with the Takahashi and Sakie ship, very much. Then we have Hikari talking to Yuki and Machi about what she saw. Was a very funny scene. When she bumps into Kurutz, she says Saki, so because of that I was like, so she maybe got the same feeling or same whatever that usually comes from Sakie. So I was thinking, is he a male succubus, or I guess that would be an incubus? Is he an incubus, or something like that? And then the whole scene with Kurtz grabbing the guy's phone, the guy freaking out, everything about that scene had me dying. I was losing it. Then we have another beautiful, beautiful character development scene with Ugaki talking to Takahashi. And when Takahashi was like, I do smoke occasionally, it was like, oh, when was the last time? Oh, 2 years. So that was funny as well. And we find out that Ugaki is actually part of the demi-human division of the police, which is really interesting. And I loved, it was a really beautiful conversation, and how he talked about he lived through like the sort of, I don't know if I'd want to call it oppression or segregation. I'm not sure the proper word to use here. He lived through society not accepting and society hating demis and stuff after mainstream society finding out they existed or whatever. And his job is that usually they have to deal with succubi because they often use their power to manipulate men, maybe make them molest or rape them, and then say, oh, they did that just to get them arrested and cause trouble and stuff, because they can. Their powers can make people completely helpless. And man, the music for this scene with those two talking, and Ugaki remembering Sakie as a kid, That was a beautiful, beautiful scene all the way to the end. And then at the end, we just see Kurutz and Ugaki in the car. And Ugaki is such a god-tier character. I freaking love him already. Same with Kurutz. I love both of them already. For me, when I'm watching something, I'd say it's rare that I laugh out loud. But there were so many scenes, like the phone-taking scene, or Ugaki talking to Sakie, or just Hikari talking to Yuki and Machi. There are so many scenes where I couldn't help but burst out laughing in this episode. Like, it was such an amazing episode comedy-wise, and it's probably, in my opinion, possibly the strongest character development one we've had, especially for Sakie and Takahashi. It is such a good character development episode as well. Ugaki is the god here. Yeah, character development here was on steroids. Just absolutely incredible. Ugaki and Sakie, that scene, and the Ugaki and Takahashi scene as well, they were both really beautiful scenes. So for this show, I think this is the first time I'm going to give it a perfect score, but I'm giving it 10 succubus cops out of 10. He's not really a succubus, but he's a cop to succubus. Either way, you guys get what I mean. 10 out of 10, perfect score. My favorite episode yet. I thought it was beautiful and really hilarious as well. That soundtrack in the scene where he was remembering Sakie almost made me tear up. Beautiful shit. So yeah, either way, perfect score. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like if you did like the video. Comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this episode and what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more Demi-chan with Kataritai, Yojo Senki, Little Witch Academia, Kobayashi-san Chino Maid Dragon, and a friggin' ton of other things on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. Share the video if you want, and that is it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.